Hey there, Fox fam. How's everything going? I feel like I've got a bit of a problem here. I feel like this is a bit of a problem. Um, where's the beach? I hope everybody's doing well, but where's the beach at? Hey, Ulti. Hey, Jake. Hey, Ash. Hey, DV. You seem a little lost. Yeah, to say the least. I hope everybody's doing well today. The beach has vanished. Yeah, I thought I was on my way to the beach. This seemed like the way to the beach, but that's a plush. Hey, Bacon, how's it going? Let me tell you, Malachi is going to have quite a hard time whenever a cat chases him. Oh, I'm sure. But Jake, I've got enough problems right now. Don't need you booping me. I'm a bite. Gosh dang it. Hey Vixie, do you know how we ended up in this dark, creepy forest, like during spooky month? Like, do you have any ideas? That's a plush. Any info?
Oh, Chase, I believe you were too busy drawing and lost track of time as usual. What did I say about wandering off in spooky places? Ghosts might nibble on your ears instead of me. But hey, don't worry. If we hide behind a tree, maybe they won't notice the bright orange fox glowing like a jack-o'-lantern. Just keep your fangs to yourself while we figure out how to escape this place.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm not worried about that. How do I? Well, that might help. That might help. Thank you, Ash, for the redeem. Vixie, I'm not worried about all that. How do I get back to the beach? Let's just try and figure out how we're supposed to get back to the beach. Okay?
Alright, Chase, let's see. To get back to the beach, all you need is some magic. But since you can't harness it like me, perhaps you could shapeshift into a suitable beach transport. A lifeguard buoy? Just don't float away without me, or I might have to find a beach ball to knock you back. Fun fact, did you know some beaches have sand that glows at night? Pretty tricky, huh? Just
Vixie,
like you.
Vixie, you're not helping. You are not helping. Not in the slightest. Okay. Well, you know what, chat? No, she doesn't know magic. Vixie, you don't know magic. Welcome on in, stuff. I'm just gonna have to. I need to. I don't know. Vixie, you don't know magic. I don't think Vixie knows what she's doing. Are you gonna say anything, Vixie, or are you just gonna stand there? Yeah, you doing okay? I would have said hi sooner, but Chrome was being a buffering bozo. It's totally fine stuff. I totally understand. I think Vixie's stuck. Alright. I think what I'm gonna do here. Let's just go back. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go back to the. I'm gonna go back to the. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's just do that. Let's just go back to the drawing board and the. This doesn't look like the beach. This doesn't look like the beach either. Um, and Vixie, I don't know what's going on with Vixie. Thank you for the pets. Vixie, come back. Vixie, this is most definitely stuck. I don't know what's going on now. Hey, Feisty, how's it going? I'm just gonna start up the music. We'll get to drawing here in a moment. Looks like a beach out of a Tim Burton movie. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Who needs a beach when you have the Fox fam? Yeah, I'm glad you all are here because this is certainly a scary situation. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start the music up here. And I want to figure out what the heck is going on with Vixie. Vixie, okay. Can I just kind of like, can I clear the queue? Is that, alright. The Fox fam's a beach, wait, no. Alright, Vixie, you there? Alright, there's Vixie. Let's go back to normal here. I think everything should be DQ'd by now. I think we're good. Alright, that's a flush. Hey Skittles, how you doing? Chase, make sure to look out for closing walls in the Haunted Manor. I'll keep an eye out. Alright. There we go. And hopefully this is still working too. Okay, that's still working. Alright, also I need to start up a bunch of things as well. Go back to here. Make sure I enable a bunch of things here too as well. Ow, ow, what? What am I doing wrong? Hey Chris, how's it going? I am Chase! What are you talking about? I'm Chase! I'm Chase, it's just hard to tell because I got turned into a robot already. How you doing, Chris? Bork, bork, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get to drawing, and before I do that, I may as well introduce myself because I haven't done that yet. But you all know me. My name is Chase. I'm the foxy sensation that's changing the nation. And tonight I'm doing a doodle. Doing a doodle of a certain character that you all know and love. Some of you know and love her. But yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. I'm gonna try this again. Let me see if I can get this to work. Vixie, you don't know magic. I don't think that's gonna help. I don't know. Why did I get turned into a robot, Ash?
Well, maybe I don't need magic when I have you as my personal shapeshifting guide. Just try not to turn into something too silly. Or maybe do. A rubber ducky might not be too useful for transport. But hey, I can always throw a beach ball at you to remind you how to get home. Honestly, Chase, with your antics, who even needs magic? You're the real entertainment show.
I am pretty entertaining. What can I say? I am a one man or a one box show, one robot show. I don't even know. How's everybody doing tonight? let's move on to a different topic here. How's everybody doing? I deserve that. I'm not gonna lie, I deserve that. Alright. Let's get to I'm gonna get my references out of here and we get to doodling, but while I'm doing that, it's been how many days? It's been like 5 days since I was last on, right? How's everybody doing? Tell me what's going on with the Fox fam. I wanna know how the Fox fam is today. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. This beach, all the colors drain from it. Yes, indeed, this isn't my beach. Something is very off about this beach. As for why robot, well, a mouse would probably have a lesser chance, I thought, against ghosts that want to squish chase. Yeah, probably mouse is not a good idea. You're in a doots? What's a doots? Celebrated your birthday last weekend by having friends over. Nice. Getting over a case of vertigo. Dusty, that sucks. I have a stepbrother that has dealt with vertigo quite a bit, and I know it's not fun. So I'm glad to hear you're getting better, man. Oh, excuse me. I hope you all are ready for spooky month. Who's got spooky month plans? I want to hear if anybody's got spooky month plans here. What's everybody doing for spooky month? You've been out on a trip, you had fun, but you lost one of your lenses, like a contact lens or a camera lens. What are you talking about, Skittles? I hope not a contact lens. That would not be good. At least I can play my normal music here. Halloween themed for me. Ah, okay. Nice. I'm a little dizzy, but it's not bad for now. For my plans, I'm gonna try and stream some horror games this month. Ooh, yeah, that's spooky. That sounds like your thing, Dusty. Not gonna lie. I'm more to the spooky type. I don't do like full on spooky. But I think I'm kind of doing my own spooky month thing, I guess, as you can tell. Do I still do the? Yeah, I still do the eye slits here. I can't really sing when I'm a robot because it's all kind of like kind of it's all like auto tone, I guess. I'm very monotone as a robot, as if you may be able to tell. Beep boop. Mal's the only rodent we need here. Oh, Malachi would be. Well, I don't know. Malachi might tinker with me if I'm a robot. Let me see. Oh, camera lens. Okay, that's good. Skittles. Thought it was just a camera lens. I mean, they could have been bad. Could have been worse. When it's the 31st, I want to walk around town with pyramid head. Oh my gosh, that will that that sounds awesome, Dusty. You gotta do that. Yeah, it's just rude. Exactly, stuff. Spam bots are just rude.
Jake1805 says, Cheer 15 Chase just said boop, we must boop him now.
Jake, thank you for the 15 bits. Um, I don't agree with your message. I don't appreciate it. Not gonna lie, I do not like the term spoopy. I prefer spocky. That Jake, no boop on my bite. Rude. Bruh, enough of the spam bots. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to work on a script that'll automatically ban the spam bots. I don't think it's working so far. There's been two so far, and my script hasn't detected any yet. So, not good yet. Not good so far. You meant spooky. Typos! Yes, I know. I wonder if it's because it detected one last time. It detected one bot last time, and I'm wondering, like, why that is. Like, there is usually a first. Let me see if I can find, let me see if I can find one. Looks like maybe this one was. No, okay. I feel like I'm lost. Like it doesn't show me. It doesn't show me like where any of the things are. All right, so it's got to be 31st. Someone mentioned the spam bot, so I'm gotta be pretty close. Q Watcher. All right. So for some reason, I didn't catch that. Is it because they're not first time? Yeah, it's their first message, and it should match the it should match the code that I gave it. Ba, 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 ba. But it didn't come up with the information. Interesting. Let me check my script real quick. Let me see what is the livery saying here. Hey Rave, how's it going? Who needs a script when you have mods like us? Yeah, but I want to make things easier for you, stuff. I want to make things easier for you guys. Because no, it's showing up in the chat. Definitely showing up in the chat, and it caught it, just didn't run it correctly, or something happened. Thank you for the pets, Dusty. I swear, if a person comes in and casts a spell on either of us, Chase, well, it's just that's something that's his thing. Who cares? He can cast all the spells on me as long as he doesn't harm the fox fam. um, where's my bot detector code? If it matches, continue. First message. Is it because I did this wrong? Maybe it's because I did this wrong. Is it supposed to be a capital T true? I don't know how this works. An auto type too. And maybe because I don't have this set up right. I'm going to let's do that. If I rekey this, does it catch it now? Nah, still not catching it. Alright, so it needs more work. I'll have to work on it, chat. But for now, I'm gonna continue with what I'm doing here. I'll fiddle with that later. Thank you for the pets, Kitty. So I'm using a little script that's supposed to, it watches the chat, and every once in a while it'll scan them, and it will not every once in a while, but it scans every message. It looks for a link, and if it's like supposed to be, if it finds a link and the person who posted the link matches certain specific criteria, then it'll flag it in my program and say, oh, I detected the bot. Is this the Anubis character from Animal Crossing? No, so I'm drawing Katrina tonight. Katrina's one of my Tail Chasers characters. And she's somebody that I draw every essentially I draw her every Halloween or every October. You see her all the time in the opening credits. But she's a character that I draw every October because she's a witch, so it kind of makes sense. Has she shrunk Chase again? I'm not exactly going for that. Maybe I'll go for that. I don't know. But right now, that's not what I'm going for. I'm kind of trying to do a perspective piece. I had an idea for something that I wanted to do, so I want to give this a try. I wish that once she was her familiar. I'm not going to be her familiar now. Never. that should go without saying. Nice catty kind of mouth here. Because she is a cat. She's a cat Sith technically. We need to see more her more and see her TFing people. Indeed. Katrina versus Keely? Who would win? I don't know. Who would win? I don't know what kind of powers Keely has. No, you got it right. You spelled it right the first time. Meow. Yeah. Alright, and then I think I'm gonna give her her hood this time. She didn't be wearing her cloak. I might have to. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna have like the cheek fur folded back here because I'm gonna go for kind of like a tight fit for the hood. I kind of want like the she has like the little she's got like the little braids of hair that kind of dangle down. So the intention is to try and get that get the to like make it look that make that kind of like prominent there. I think that would look pretty nice. I don't know if everybody knows who Keely is stuff. So Keely is the power of random. I have a feeling Katrina would win. Like yeah, unless Keely got lucky. Like I think Katrina's kind of Katrina is very masterful in her art. She knows what spells to cast in which situation. Da, 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 da. At least it gave me a nice song. Better than all the spooky month things that have been happening so far. I don't want to have to go back out into the forest. I don't want to have to. Don't make me go back out in the forest, chat. I don't want to go back out in the forest. It's scary out there. And then she has like I said, she's got the little bangs that kind of come out from the top of her head here. I'm gonna do this on a different layer. And I think people are just gonna say Katrina stuff. Most people, I think, are gonna end up saying Katrina because I don't think, like I said, I don't think everybody knows who Keely is. It's another transformation artist. I haven't talked to Keely in a while actually. I should reach out to. I feel like I need to reach out to a bunch of friends that I haven't talked to in a while. I really need to do that. You know, chat. Like I need to start rekindling some of these friendships now that I'm feeling a little now that I'm feeling a little more confident. It feels like a good idea to me. I'm gonna copy this and flip it and put it on the other side because I don't feel like drawing two of those. I am lazy. I don't think there's anything wrong with being lazy on this. You had to do the poll. Fair enough stuff. But the haunted manor might make you go back into the forest if you become a robotic box cube squashed by the walls. You don't make the rules. You're trying to make the rules, though. Oh my gosh, lazy or sharp? Lazy. You played Commander Party last Friday? Commander is a Magic the Gathering format. I don't know a whole lot about Magic the Gathering, so I'll have to trust you on that one. I think need to add the ears too. The ears do poke out. Ba ba da ba ba da da ba da ba ba. Ba da ba ba da ba ba da da ba da ba ba. Caught me red-handed, deal charge. Fair. It's all good, Ash. Fair enough. Ba 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 da da ba. Ooh, okay. Ba 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 da da. What if I just draw a straight line here? Is someone just gonna use a straight line? Speaking of, this is just kind of out of place here. Okay. Oh right, I shrunk the use the thin pencil there. Next step is figure out the sizes of all these things. I should really use like a perspective tool or something so I can get this right. Yes, that's what I said, Ash. That is indeed what I said. One arm will be raised. Bigger eraser. Hold up, let me find the shrink ray. I think Katrina's gonna have you covered. Ba ba da ba da ba ba. Yeah, she kind of does. I mean, that's kind of like so. What I'm trying to go for, like I said, is kind of this is kind of a perspective piece. What I'm trying to do here is like I want the viewer to kind of get the feeling like, oh, this is the perspective. You just got shrunk by Katrina. POV Katrina turn you into Black Cat from the air. That would be a good doodle. That would be a good doodle stuff. But this is like kind of her like holding you in the palm of her hand. That's kind of what I'm going for here. Let me see. I'm kind of like thinking like maybe something like this where it just kind of like comes out a little bit more. Oops, yeah, that's right. I can't really shrink that unless I do like all the other things here. Which this is gonna have to stretch down, or this is gonna have to come to like down here because this is part of the this is all part of the hood, all part of the hood of her cloak here. All right, so I'm gonna drop this down a little bit more. Like the chain link that keeps the hood kind of connected together there. Bonfire should have been the wild card in the bowl. Oh my gosh. What's your thoughts on pineapple on pizza? I love pineapple on pizza. Pineapple on pizza is really good. All right, let me try getting your arm here, arm next here. This will kind of grow outward. Actually, you know what? I need to move the. This needs to move outward, I guess. And then she wears gloves, so I gotta put like she wears these long gloves. I gotta put the gloves around her arm here, and then like the palm of her hand. Something like this, I feel like. You don't like pineapple facey? Hey, I know a lot of people that don't like pineapple, so that's totally fine. Pineapple and chicken? Ooh, chimkin. Wait a minute, chimkin. Where? Ash, where's the chimkin? Anchovies on pizza has me at nope. Yeah, I've tried anchovies on pizza before. Anchovies on pizza is like thank you for the chimkin, Harry. How's it going, by the way? It is the thing. I can get over the fishy taste. Like I like the fishy taste. I can adapt to the fishy taste. I think that's not bad. The big problem with me with anchovies on pizza is that it's way too salty. It's just absolutely way too salty for me. I'm gonna send this a little bit further out. But that's the wrong layer. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. The fries are the right amount of salty. Yeah, it's fine. The fries are pretty good. It depends on where you get the fries, though. I guess. I think I'm gonna raise all this a little bit here. I want the palm to kind of be like front and center here. Ah, yes, the Ruinous Quartet from Scarlet and Violet. This is a cool song. The there I like the legendary trio that they came up with, or I guess it's legendary quartet, like side legendaries for Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if you've all seen them. Like I think I played with Chi the one time. Chen Pao is the best. I think Chen Pao is a favorite of mine because it's a snow leopard made out of snow with two giant tusks made out of swords. I think I've talked about that before. It's like really cool. Ting Lu's okay. Chi Yu's okay. Wo Chen is bleh. That's something you haven't thought of. Why haven't you thought of fries? What about fries did you not think of? Okay, that'll be glove on this hand as well. Be able to kind of see up the glove a little bit. It would be too late to change my bonfire commission chase. I want to add Katrina to it. I think if you want to submit a new form, Jake, you can do that. I think I would have to move you to the end of the queue though. I'm really not a fan of like folks changing commissions and such. So like that'll be your choice if you want to do that or not. There's a fun way to incorporate WarioWare's Mona design elements into a character yet. What do you mean? Okay. And then after that there's just like the matter of kind of like her dress. should be tugged up a little bit on the side since she has her arm raised, so. This is the outside anyway. Whoops. Alright, fair enough stuff. Oh, Mona Pizza? Hmm. Mona Pizza. This here is Mona Pizza. Makers of the world's best treats. I don't have that song on here. It's not a bad song though. Our crunchy, flaky crust leaves others in the dust. I can't sing. It probably doesn't sound good, does it? When I sing with the robot voice, does it? It probably doesn't sound good. Not gonna lie. Grab a hot slice and take a big bite. Thank you for the pet stuff. Now, Jake, if you want it, then submit a new form. But I will have to move your commission to the end of the queue. That is what I think is. That's what I think is fair. I don't know. Why don't you ask Wave? He's the one who drew the cheese pizza. Brahmana. Sorry, this part I think is going to be up a little higher because you're not going to be able to see as much over her chest. So
Dusty O'Kitson says, so I take it the con was cancelled? Oh, Dusty, you're on to something. It seems Chase's shape-shifting mischief might have scared away the con folks. Or maybe they were worried about his nose booping strategies. Who could resist that charming orange fur and aloha shirt, right?
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry,
Vixie!
I'll be sure to do a dramatic reenactment of the con in the forest, complete with Chase getting lost and me saving the day, again.
Yes, Vixie, you will save the day again. Vixie, that's not what happened. And where did you go? Oh my gosh. Why? Vixie, come back. Yeah, all right, thanks for that. Thanks for that awesome just the interjection there, Vixie. You're so insightful. Dusty, no, the con wasn't canceled, it was rescheduled. They're trying to figure out a new date for it. Yeah. For those who don't know, and I don't think I said so on Wednesday. Or maybe I did. I don't know. It's been a while. But I wasn't able to go to the convention. They said earlier that Wednesday that yeah, where everything's ready, we're gonna hold it as scheduled. And then later in the day, they found out, oh, the hotels need the space for essential workers because of all the damage from the hurricane, right? So they opted to stop the convention, pull back, and just kind of like reschedule it. They have not announced a rescheduled date yet. I don't know when that's going to be. I'm sure that information will come in the future. But as for right now, it's kind of up in the air. I did all the things that I needed to have it like rolled over to the whenever they have it rescheduled. But it was good that they decided to do that. I mean, it was all props to them. Props to the convention team for making that decision. I know it can't be an easy decision to make, but it was the right decision. You know, people need that hotel space more than we do at the moment. By the time the stream ended, the Fox family Larson know the con was rescheduled. I thought I mentioned that. I'm sorry. I totally thought I mentioned that. If I didn't, then I'm sorry. I thought I thought I had brought that up during the stream. Yeah, it's not canceled. It could be. For all I know, it could be. Like they may just decide that we're not going to be able to host it after all. But you know we'll find out. In any case, I have my registration for when the next convention does happen. So I'm not worried about it. It'll be fine. But these things happen. There was a lot of destruction out here, chat, from Hurricane Helene. It was not good. And on my end we didn't get hit too hard. Oh, I'm shiny now. On my end we didn't get hit too hard, but in general, it was Western North Carolina. Western North Carolina, the more mountainous region of North Carolina. That was where it got hit. It was posted in the yeah, I saw that too. It was canceled. It's just outright canceled. I thought they said it was getting. I thought they said they were rescheduling it because the email I got straight from NCAS said that they were rescheduling it. Unless that changed unless that changed recently, and I don't. It could have changed recently. I don't know. Is it just outright canceled? Let me see. With heavy hers, due to the circumstances beyond our control, Carolina Fur Fair will not happen as scheduled due to the impact from Hurricane Helene. We are in active discussion with the venue about rescheduling, and we'll have more information for you in the coming weeks. That's the last statement from NCAS. So yeah, it's not canceled. It's just not happening this weekend or this past weekend. Their statement is that they are figuring out how to reschedule it. They'll be redoing hotels though, so that is also a thing. They canceled everybody's hotel reservations. I sound like a droid from Phantom Menace. I guess I do kind of sound like that, huh? Uh-oh. Jedi here. Uh-oh. Roger, Roger. Hey, Cyan, how's it going? How you doing, my friend? Who's Roger? Roger who? I think that was a line from one of the um, surf bots in Mega Man Legends. Who's Roger? Miss Tron seems happy. Wondering how Vixie works with the questions. Oh, what you mean in terms of how to ask her, or what to or how she works in the background, or just like how she works with. Okay. So if you resubscribe or donate 100 bits, then she'll respond. She'll answer your question, whatever message or question you put in there. When you put in your resubscription message or your message with 100 bits, that is she'll respond to it that way. There should be a thing that shows up every once in a while that says that. I have that on. Yeah, I have that on. But yeah, it's 100 bits or a resub to talk to Vixie. And if you gift sub or you raid in or anything like that, she'll respond with an appropriate message that way as well. All right. I think I'm ready to just kind of mess with this, and we'll sketch it or we'll ink it. The official message posted in the chat said the same thing. Okay. Yeah. So I know that comes up every once in a while though. I don't have that. I don't want to spam the chat with Vixie saying, "Oh, you can talk to me." Everybody talk to me. I'm Vixie, and I'm happy to just kind of like just talk to you, blah 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 blah, and you're just like, yeah, look at me, I'm Vixie. Look at me, I'm Vixie. I'm so smart and funny, blah 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 blah. Uh-oh.
Ah, Chase, do you really think you can pull off imitating me? You might need a bit more practice before you can match my level of wit and charm. Remember, your idea of smart involves colorful doodles and avoid dancing with ghosts. But hey, if it gets you a little quieter for a moment, I'll take it. Just keep those silly impressions coming. They're the best entertainment in this dark forest.
Thanks, Vixie. I think she heard me chat. Look what I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not my fault. I mean, it is my fault, but it's not my fault. That's funny because I never mentioned her. Oh yeah, Dusty. She will also respond to a random message every half an hour. Cyan, are you trying to summon Vixie? She's not Beetlejuice. She's Vixie. I should probably just use a smaller pen. Uh-oh.
Jake1805 says, Cheer 100, are you and Katrina's friends? And do you TF chase together? Ooh, Jake, you're trying to stir the pot, aren't you? Katrina
Always.
and I? We're just colleagues in the wonderful world of cartoon chaos. As for TFing with Chase, well, let's just say his transformations might involve a lot of goofy antics, like turning into a dancing piñata. So, if that's what you mean, sure. Just keep him away from sharp objects or he might turn into a fish. Who wants breakfast, right?
Huh? Who wants breakfast, right? What is it? Huh? Who wants breakfast, right? Harry, no poop on my bite. Rude. Rude. Where did that come from? Who wants breakfast? I don't know what she's saying. You prefer pinata chase, bonk chase with a bat. Oh my gosh, bacon. Brad, thank you for the clip. We do not expect Vixie to just go for a Viva Pinata reference, though. Eh, she likes video games. I'm surprised she didn't make a Final Fantasy reference. Final Fantasy seems more her thing. Ba 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 ba. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know what's supposed to mean. Is that a similar? Is this a? It didn't post. That's really weird. It didn't post. Actually, I think you missed like a. You must have missed like part of the end of the URL there. Okay, there we go. Vixie Rosie TH453CPU. Thanks, Ash. Thank you for the clip. Uh, Vixie, you haven't told me yet how we're getting out of this forest. You're the smart one. Come up with a plan. Help me out here. Ba-da-da-da. 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 Hungry for a tuna sandwich or a fish and chips for breakfast. You gonna have fish and chips for breakfast? I never had that before. Not for breakfast anyway. I've heard certain foxes make the weirdest noises, but that certainly takes the cake. What takes the cake? If there's cake, can I have some? Cake is tasty, tasty. I'm hungry in general. Hey, food is good. You should get some food. If you're hungry, go get some food. I'll be honest, I'd have the opportunity to reboot Robot Chase if he gets scrapped. Oh my gosh. I hope I don't get scrapped. That would be bad. I'm a person turned into a robot here. I'm not a robot. I am a robot right now, but I'm not going to be the whole time. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just I don't want to be scrapped. No scrappy chasey. Casey should have come to the official pull and meet. You brought cupcakes for your birthday. I was thinking about it. I didn't know how many people were going to show up, and I was kind of tired anyway. I feel kind of bad that I didn't make it. I feel like it would have been. I feel like it would have been a lot of fun. Alas, I did not make it. You won't be scrap chase, none of us mods have anything to, and Jake have anything to do with it. Well, I feel like if I get powered down, then if I get powered down and I'm just not able to respond to anybody, then it's just then Jake would be more interested in just booping me on the nose continuously because I can't do anything about it. I just get that feeling, you know. Getting back to Spooky Month, I also wanted to enjoy. You're gonna play Silent Hill 2 remake. Twice as long as the original game. Dang, they added a bunch of extra content, didn't they? The content, baby, the content. You do it for the content. I thought being able to have an automaton ready for battle was enough trouble. Become your own automaton like I do. Beep, 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 beep. Calculating. If Chase gets broken apart, I'll take this head and keep it safe from booze. Thanks, Ware. I appreciate that. Just a little bit of the hair here. Hair can kind of poke out from underneath there. I really want to play this game. Fun game. See if I get to in the future. Pizza? Are we right back to? Are we right back to the first topic that we started with? Has this come full circle already? Not really sandwich, just peanut butter sandwich. Ooh, peanut butter. Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Ow, what? What did I do? Kid Kidder's Uprising was an awesome game. Yeah, it's a fun game. I played through it. I kind of want to play it on the stream though. Green spaghetti with chicken, beets, and sweet potatoes. I've never been a big fan of beets. You like beets, Vicey? I've never really liked beets. I think I'm gonna do just like this straight across here, and then have the nose down a little bit. Ow! Your voice circuit was stuck on repeat. It was? I didn't notice. Maybe I'm not functioning. I need to go in for repair. Beep, 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 beep. Saw that coming. I don't think Chase is a Pokemon. I am not a Pokemon. I can see how you would make that mistake because I am robotic. But robots are not all robots are Pokemon. Ow! Hey Volp, how's it going? You have my Fox coins, Volp? Hey, I am having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a good morning. Quentin, I think you owe me too. Want me to do that now? Yeah. I should have it open. Yeah. It's a redemption pay Fox coins for a 15-minute sketch. Okay, there you go. All right, thank you very much. I'll go ahead and mark it as complete. Thank you very much. Hey, I do appreciate it. And thank you for getting thank you for getting the sketch from me. It was a cool one to work on. Well, I hope I did like the hair and everything right too. Like you had the you asked me specifically to make sure I got the hair right. Okay, that's good. This is uneven here. I need to move this up a little bit. That's a plush. You just like throwing plushes at me, don't you, Cyan? It's all good. You'll keep me on my toes, Foxyam. I'd say there's a fair amount of stuff, scary stuff in Earthbound, ROM hack or otherwise. Yeah, it is. There are certainly some creepy things, just like in vanilla Earthbound. But there was also that reminds me about there was like the Halloween hack, right? Earthbound had the Halloween hack. Didn't Toby Fox work on that? Dang, Agent, you scary. I think this is looking pretty good so far. I like how this is coming along. My ears are a lot stiffer in this form. I don't know if anybody noticed, but my ears don't flop around like they normally do. It's the first appearance, if I recall correctly, of what would become Megalovania. Yeah, didn't he called it Megalovania all that time back then, right? It sounds like Megalovania. I'm pretty sure he called the song Megalovania. Ba, 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 ba. I'm gonna do the arm first here. Alright, and then there's a little thing goes underneath the little part of the dress there that goes underneath the arm. She wears that little dress. Actually, why doesn't it just go? No, because it doesn't go over the shoulder. But it goes, okay, yeah, it does kind of go. Okay. I'm gonna stick to it like that, I guess. Okay. Something like that, I think. Oh, is this still? No, this isn't the right size. Hang on a second. And that should be the larger size to get the effect of the of the arm coming down, kind of like this. Or as it gets the line gets thicker as I that's the eraser. The line gets thicker as I move closer to the hand. Halloween hack is indeed a fun ROM hack out there. I should give it a try at some point. Maybe do that in the future Halloween, in the future spooky month. You should be on Mega Man's cast of robot animals. I did a drawing where I turned into Rush. That was a fun one. Okay, and right here. So I'm trying to get it like because it's harder. It's gonna be like a harder curve because it's looking at it from below. Yeah, see, there's the message. There's a message that if you want it, if you have a specific question for Vixie, then that's the way to trigger her. Otherwise, she will just respond to a random message every so often. Ba, 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 ba. Can you send me? Can I send you a preview of something I'm working on? You view it after the stream. Yeah, go for it, Ash. Anytime. Yeah, don't be afraid to send me something like it. But yeah, like you're saying, I probably won't get to it until after the stream. Ba, 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 ba. Okay.
Dusty the Kitsune says, I'm still trying to get a background done for it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Dusty, sounds like a real artistic adventure. Just make sure you don't accidentally turn it into a haunted forest with a glowing chase running around. You know how he loves sticking out like a sore thumb.
Hey,
Give me a
now.
backdrop full of mischief and shenanigans. I can provide plenty of inspiration. Just picture Chase transforming into a surfboard while I battle ghosts. Perfect, right? Can't wait to see what you come up with.
Vixie. Why? And why do you keep disappearing? What's going on there? Why does Vixie keep disappearing like that? That's really weird. Hang on a second. I gotta investigate this real quick. Why do you keep disappearing, Vixie? I mean, it should be working. Huh. Very interesting. I don't know what's going on there. That is really weird. She keeps hiding after she has something to say. No, she's not a ghost. She got that from me, the whole surfboard thing. I know, Ash. I wish you hadn't said that. I really wish you hadn't said that. What can I say though? There's some unsettling content in Earthbound as a whole, not limited to, but including 3 Moonside, Gygus, feeling dandy from eating strange mushrooms, you name it. What about the cult? There's like a literal freaking cult in Earthbound. Yeah, she keeps it. You won the grand prize apparently tonight, Dusty. She keeps responding to your messages at random. Let me see. Where's that reference? I want to take a look at that reference again because does look kind of weird. Not sure what to do about it though. Maybe look at a different reference. I got an earlier reference of her donning the. Okay, well, it's not a very good reference. I can't see the actual the clasps there. I don't have many. I don't have many doodles of Katrina wearing the cloak. Which is a bit unfortunate. I'm not done with this yet, though. I gotta add another thing. I gotta add here. Yeah, the background, the cloak in the background there. Panda, thank you for the resub.
Fire Panda 700 just subscribed.
There she goes.
They said, hope everyone is doing well, happy face. Hey there, Fire Panda 700. Welcome to the chaos. We're doing fabulously, especially since Chase is here to entertain us with his antics.
Indeed.
Just ignore the fact he may accidentally shapeshift into a rubber chicken at any moment.
But I would never.
If you enjoy the fun,
I would never.
stick around as we try not to get lost in this dark forest. If anything, we'll have a blast, even if it means I have to rescue our favorite orange fox. Buckle up for shenanigans.
Yeah, you'll rescue us when you rescue me when you figure out how to get out of this forest. Ah. Panda, thank you for hopping in. I hope you're doing well too, man. Thank you for the resub, the 20 months subscribed. I really do appreciate that, man. And thank you for keeping up with the Fox fam. What's going on today? What is going on today? I need a better reference here for Katrina so that I can get the rest of this done. Oh, right, and I changed the color on her eyes too. Why did I change the color on her eyes? I gave her the dark purple eyes more recently. Why did I do that? I guess I've been changing it back and forth between the dark purple and the light purple. Interesting. Why did I do that? The light purple feels like it makes more sense because it provides more contrast. I can take this reference. This reference will work. She's magic that way? Nah, it's just me being inconsistent. That's just me being a dumb. Alright, but we'll use this reference. This reference should work just fine. I guess it depends too on what color I made her cloak. What color I made her cloak? It's a little darker. I think it's a little darker than her than the rest of what she's wearing, her dress. This is the. Wait, how did I not finish that? Wait, okay. Not that that matters. I can always go back and fix it. Not a problem. And then her, we did add. I added a little bit apparently. Black fur. It looks like I missed a line here too. Did I? Yeah, I did. There's a line missing here too. There's Chimkin here. Vixie, where's the Chimkin? Oh, Skittles mentioned a rubber Chimkin. Yeah, I don't know what her deal is. I don't know what Vixie's deal is. She wants to turn me into all the things. She's very interested in my transformation abilities. Whoops. Let's do it that way. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna have to grab an old Doodle so I can get the that wasn't what I had in mind. I want the color for the cloak. Is the inside of the cloak? The inside of the cloak is a different color, isn't it? Should I make it a different color here? It's the same color. Make it a different color here? No. Okay. It's just darker color on the inside. And I got to make sure that her purple hair shows up in the back too. Right there. Get this. And then her pink ears. I'm gonna have a good reference for the pink ears. I'll have to get it from here. It's the same color as the nose too. Oh. Tongue. Inside of the mouth. We get the eye color, because I'm gonna use this eye color. This makes more sense to me. I'm trying to give you an out, Chase. Oh my gosh. Okay. I know Sonic games are all fun with Halloween. Pumpkin Hill. Pumpkin Hill is a fun one. Got the Knuckles rap song. Get her little hair bangles here. And then the clasps. I gotta add a chain here too. That's the boop. Panda. No boop on a bite. Rude. I'm a bite with robot force. I'm a bite. How many times I gotta say it, chat? I'm a bite. Ah! Cheese.exe has stopped working. Thank you for the pet sketchy. It was just mean. What did I do to deserve that? I don't know what I did to deserve that, chat. I'm sorry. Whatever it was, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I swear I didn't mean it. Alright. I'm gonna stop in a moment here. I'm gonna finish doing the coloring. Oops, I don't wanna change the color. I wanted to change the size of the pen. Da-da-da-da-da. And there's one more little thing. Oh, right. Well, there's a couple little things I guess I gotta do still. She's got the little white part on her chest. So it makes her a cat Sith. Right, I forgot to do hydrate. Oh yeah, let me get some water. Thank you. Ah, thank you. I forgot to do the eyelashes too. It's just about done actually. And then the eye shinies. I think that's about it. Did this? No, it was a different song from the same game that popped up. I think TV. Pretty sure it was a different song, but the one that sounded very similarly for sure. What's that color? I don't think I've done the ad. Have I done this before? Maybe I have. I don't know. I should do like the two-tone color that I normally do. That's the wrong tool. Hello? Can I not move this? Oh, there we go. I think the last thing. Oh, wait, there's a little bit of hair here that I forgot to throw in here. The whiskers is the last thing. The little white whiskers. Oh, okay. You know what? I definitely need to take a break. Did I catch this one? Did my script catch this one? No. Good job. I'll have to mess around with that script. There's one other thing that I wanted to do. I think I'm gonna do that after the break, though. Yeah, I know stuff. It doesn't. Yeah, that's definitely a bot. Um, but yeah, I need to figure out like why it's like that's not being picked up by my script. But I think what I'm gonna do here, real quick, Chad, I'm gonna take a break. It is like beyond my time to take a break here. Um, there's a couple more little details that I wanted to finish up. I'll finish that up when I get back. But yeah, um, I will be right back. What else? What I was gonna say? I don't remember what else I was gonna say. Just, just we do need to get out of this forest. Um, Pixie, have you found a path out of the forest yet? I don't know if I don't know if she's did. I don't know if she did anything yet. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna go and get some more water and take care of myself, chat.
Oh, Chase, if I had $1 for every path I've investigated, I could have my own beach resort. But no luck yet. You keep wandering off like a lost puppy in a maze of shadows. Perhaps I should just slap a "This Way to Freedom" sign on your back. Maybe it'll guide you back to the beach. Just don't forget to dodge any spooky trees that think you're a snack. Let's keep searching before we end up traded for candy by wandering spirits.
Thanks, Pixie. You're a big help. You haven't found a way out. That's a sure sign that you haven't found a way out yet. No luck yet. We'll get to the bottom of this. Thank you for the pets, TV. All right, but chat. Like I said, there's a new BRB screen for Spooky Month. I hope you do. I hope you enjoy it. And in the meantime, I will BRB. Yeah, I'm back. And I'm still mad. Because I see what you're talking about there, Vixie. Tell you what you're talking about there while I'm away. You're talking behind my back. Vixie, I have been flirting for a while now. Rude. That's just rude. That's a plush. Rude. Why are you so rude?
Rude? Me?
Yes.
Never.
Yes.
I was just testing my observational skills. You being
Sure.
unflattened for so long is actually impressive. Maybe that means you've finally learned to watch where you're hopping around. But there's still time, Chase. Just a single boop to that nose of yours, and who knows what kind of flat adventure awaits. Keep your wits about you, though. The forest can be sneaky, just like you.
Vixie, no poop on my bite. I'm Angie stuff.
Oh no. A bite?
Yes.
Whatever shall I do? Your playful nibbles couldn't scare a paperclip, Chase. Besides, I'd just have to dodge you like a pro. And remember, if you nibble on me, I might just sneak in a boop while you're distracted. Let's see which one of us can keep it together in this scary forest first. Game on, Orange Fox.
I'm gonna bite. Yes, I'm gonna bite you too, Bacon. It did go through. I saw it. I moved. I'll bite. I'm gonna bite so hard. Nah. Nah. Game on. I'll give you game on, Vexy. Nah. Why me, Chad? Why me? That's all I gotta say is just why me? Alright, let's get back to business here. Alright, there was a couple of things that I wanted to fix up here before I finish this up, before I call this finished. One of them was I needed to do a little, like, thing. A little thing. Teasingly gasping. Oh no, by whatever shall I do? Your playful nibbles couldn't scare people with cheese. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up, Exy, hush. Blah. Thank you for the pets, Rab. I'm still inky, though. She's being mean to me. She's so mean to me. Why is she so mean to me? I should do another layer for this. I wanted to do a little magic-y thing around her, around her finger. And I want to do a little bit more background work. Be nice. You got be nice, Pixie. You got Pixie under mine. Oh my gosh. Katrina is just mean for the heck of being mean. I mean, she's not that mean, honestly. Like, she's got her own agenda. She's got her own agenda. That's all. But I don't know. I need to blur this. I think. I want to blur this. Too much blur. That's kind of what I'm looking for there. Da 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 da. Another like light green blob in the back. Nice. Nah, that's not what I wanted. Just do a circle. We'll just do a circle instead. Yeah. Okay. Do a circle and blur it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the background. Ba-ba-ba-da-da. Make the background this color, make it a darker color. And the lighter as it like moves toward the person that's in her the palm of her hand. This is fitting for Halloween. Road to Bowser's a fine pick. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for this. That's what I would say anyway. Anyway. By the way, Chad, I hope you had a good break. I hope it was more refreshing than mine, Betsy. Meh. So maybe it's a little darker for this. No, I think the tone in the middle I think makes the most sense here. This I did blur this a little bit. Yeah, it's blurred a little bit. Of all the streams for the Ashley song not to show up, yeah. Well, it's pretty rare because there's so many different songs that can show up in a stream. My stream playlist is like I don't know, it's like 400 plus songs. So it is it is what it is, I guess. Maybe do a little like lighting or shading on this too. I don't know. I do kind of wonder too if I should have like had the cloak around her arm. I'm just kind of like poking out from underneath the arm, just kind of like pokes out from underneath. I kind of want to try that. I want to play around with this a little bit. Ba, 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 ba. So like it would come down like this, and then well, it would help if I used a better eraser, and it would like come down around like that, and this part would just go over like this. Ba-da, 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 ba. Ba-da, 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 ba. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-ba. So it just kind of like drapes over her arm like that, and then the arm pokes out from underneath the cloak. It might make for a better dynamic. I don't know. Maybe it's worth a try. I mean, what goes to the cloak if you're not gonna like wrap yourself up in there, right? Isn't that what a cloak is for? You hear Rico Harbor? Yeah, it's Rico Harbor. Alright, we're gonna duplicate this and we're gonna try it. So says I. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, wait, this little part would stay. Up to like here. And then this whole line here would be gone. This line do not exist. Chase Head says, so it is, if you say so. I'll duplicate the color too. I'll do the color on a separate layer as well. Just oh, right. Right, that's kind of important for me to do. Okay. So all of this here on the reference layer, all of this here needs to be purple then. Oops, this is it bled over into the arm. That's not right. Why did it bleed over into the arm? That's a little weird. I shouldn't have. Okay. That. There's a lot here that I gotta fix it. So something like that. I think that's right. Did I move the whiskers at all? I kind of feel like I moved the whiskers up a little bit. And then this line here. I feel like this should be a little higher up. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing around with things at the moment here, chat. So it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna maybe just leave it where it is. Such a cute kitty. Kitty, what are you doing with that magic? It's like, yeah, you're not in a position to question that. You're not in a position to ask questions. And I have the gloves hang over a little bit more. Now's a perfectly reasonable time to have questions. If you say so. It's perfectly reasonable to have questions, but you're not in a position to ask them. This is the opposite of the position to ask them. Meep. Stuff always says meep. Better than me. All right. Just paint over it. um, that sounds like you have a problem. It sounds like you have a problem there, Quentin. Yeah, you should definitely take care of that. Okay. Now I think it's done. I don't think there's anything else I don't want to change here. What do you think, chat? I think this looks pretty good. I think I'd like to see a shrunken chase, but that's how good this is. But oh my gosh, maybe I'll add chase in the future. Maybe I'll take another stream or and add chase or something. I don't know. This kind of feels like one of the experiments that she would pull on me here. But you have to add my signature, I guess. Yes, I should add my signature, huh? Oh, hey, thank you, stuff. Yeah, praise banana. Oh, there's a new emote, by the way. I don't think I ever mentioned it, but there's a new emote. It's the banana emote. Praise banana. Thanks, Ash. I thought it was a cool addition. It feels like it was overdue. It feels like an addition that was overdue for sure. Uh, okay, I need to export this. Ba, 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 ba. Katrina trying another one of her curses. All right. That one's done. I guess I work on the other thing that I had planned. Oh no. Hey Eric, how's it going? Vixie's gonna say something before I say something, I guess. Hopefully this works.
Feistyigloo37 just subscribed. They said, "Hey there, Feistyigloo37. Welcome to the fun zone. We're on an
I didn't
epic
say
adventure
anything,
through the
Vixie.
spooky forest, and I promise there's never a dull moment with Chase around. He's a
Oh, did I?
shape-shifting whirlwind of chaos. If you stick around, you might just witness some classic antics, like him trying to turn into a ghost and fail spectacularly. Enjoy the ride, and let's see how well we can survive this cartoon caper together."
I'm gonna make a change there just to make sure that I take care of that. Okay. Welcome to the fun zone. We're on an epic adventure through the spooky forest, and I promise there's never a dull moment with Chase around. He's a shape-shifting whirlwind of chaos. If you stick around, you might just witness some classic antics like him trying to turn into a ghost and fail spectacularly. Well, I can't turn into a ghost. My magic doesn't let me do that, Vixie. Enjoy the ride, and let's see how well we can survive this cartoon caper together. Hi, Eric. Thank you for the 7 months and the 6 month streak. I really do appreciate you, man. And thank you for keeping up with the Fox fam. How you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna go on to the second doodle of tonight, and I was planning on doing two doodles, but the second doodle I wanted to do this week was Chase's yearly Halloween costume, so I'm gonna do that next. And I came up with a funny idea for it. Oh, and I got a great pose. I got a great pose in mind for this. I came up with a funny idea for this, and I gotta now. I just had a pose pop into my head. I think this is good. This would be good. It wasn't the idea I was toying around with in the art jam that we had this past week, chat. But I think it's a funny idea, and this is definitely something that I think I should do. Fox McCloud. It's not Fox McCloud. It's something different. Mummy Chase. I might maybe I'll do it Mummy Chase later. It won't be Mummy Chase. Yeah. I mean, speaking of Halloween costume chat, what's your what was your favorite Halloween costume growing up as a kid? I want to know what you all like to dress up as when you were a kid. Me, I think. Let me see. I did some funny costumes when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was like all about being like the hero and everything. So it was usually whenever I wore a Halloween costume, it was usually whatever kind of hero I was into on TV at that time. My parents always bring up the very first one that I wore, which was like, or not the very, I don't know if that was the very first one. It was the very first one that I chose to wear, I guess. I wanted to be Mario. I think this was like when I was like 5 or something. I was like Fire Mario, and like my mom was like into arts and crafts and everything, and she made a whole like Fire Mario outfit for me. And took like little styrofoam balls and painted them like fireballs. Carry around fireballs. It was pretty cool. And my little brother wanted to be Luigi, so we were Mario and Luigi the one year, and they never let me forget it. Favorite Halloween costume? Man, I didn't get to dress up a lot as a kid, so I don't know. Feels bad, Ash. There was one time you went as a ninja. That was pretty fun. I did that too. I was a ninja once. Also stuff. Also. There's another year I went as Ed from Ed, Ed and Eddie. Oh, that would have been funny. You better wrap your muzzle shut so we can boop you as much as we want. No. Bacon, I'm a bite. Don't listen to Vixie when she tells you that it's playful nibbles because I'm a bite. I'm a bite hard. I'll bite with robot force. Ah, nah. Have I shown you my werewolf mask? I think you have. I feel like you have, Ash. If you want to send it to me again, you're more than welcome to. Want to send me another picture? Da, 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 ba, ba, ba. Sadly, Halloween isn't that big here. Kinda just lots of candy on sale. Well, at least you get the candy full. I remember one year when I was a kid, my dad helped me. I was a vampire. The makeup was so good, it looked real. I ended up scaring the kid so bad. Oh my gosh. Kids get scared of like the most random things, Jesse, so don't worry about it too much. Like there was this one, oh my gosh. There was this one like furry controversy recently. You all see the you all oh my gosh. Um and it wasn't a controversy, it wasn't the controversy like caused by furries or anything either. It's not like furry drama. It's just like oh my gosh. It was a Twitter account, and I won't mention their name here, because they are very political. They tend to post a lot of political content, and it was a video that they posted, of just like a kid, just like as this fursuiter walking out of like a Starbucks or something. They're putting on their hand paws, and the kid just gets scared and starts crying. And they made a big deal out of it. They're like, when did this become the new normal? You're scaring these people are scaring our kids. It's like, dude, shut up. I know exactly who you're talking about. I figured you might know Bacon. You might have seen this. I saw this. Vixie, you probably don't know who Bacon is talking about. Hush.
Stuff also says,
Oh, you're talking about Hush.
Ugh. Oh, Stuff also. Did Chase's nonsensical antics drive you to despair? It's quite
Yes.
the wild ride, I know. But don't worry, I'll keep it entertaining, if not mildly chaotic. Just remember, we might end up tangled in vines or trying to outrun a cartoon ghost. Hang in there, and let's see how much more fun we can wring out of this spooky adventure.
Thanks, Vixie. Whatever you say. But it's just like looking at that, and it's like, look at it. Well, there's a thing about it. There's a thing about it because like even in my suit, some kids get scared and start crying. Like and like I'm super approachable. Like the majority of kids will come up to me first whenever there's a group of us around. But there's still some kids who are scared of me. I think the orange scares them. Hush, hush, Eric. Who asked you? And there's still some kids who will get scared. Kids just get scared. Has nothing to do with like anything that you're talking about. The stupid Twitter account. Be quiet. Nobody asked you. I'm trying to go for something like this. If only you were purple. Oh my gosh, chase the purple fox. Oh my goodness. I have a feeling like Volp is just as soon as if I ever do a Vixie, why are you hiding again? Why do you keep doing this? You're supposed to come back after. Whatever. Maybe just don't hide the other Vixie. I don't know. I'm gonna remove that because she keeps for whatever reason she just keeps hiding. Uh Vixie idol. I'm just gonna have her go off screen. Da 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 da. Well, I can probably keep that. Well, too late. That's fine. We'll just do that. This is fine. If I ever had a redemption where I turned purple, I feel like Volp would never let me be orange again. Is that accurate? Is that accurate, Volp? I do have to find a reference though, so that I can figure out how I did this before. I always forget how to, because I don't do this pose enough. Where it's like looking at looking at him from like under, looking at the jawline from underneath. Per snaps. Okay, I take that. I'll take that as a yes. To be honest, when I was a kid, I'd probably be scared of fursuits. I feel like that's yeah, that's some kids are just like that. I don't know. I don't know why they decided that they needed to make a big fuss out of it. Son never said this to anybody before, but I'm dang proud of you. Hey, welcome back, Jake. Let me find a. I'm gonna go back and find a reference of of what I'm trying to do here. Because I don't do it. Like I said, I don't do this very often. I think maybe it was a sticker. I feel pretty sure. I feel like I did this in a sticker recently. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Like I think that works. Just kind of like have the jawline come out like that. Doesn't have to meet with the bottom of the head. I think that's fine. Da 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 da. Right. Some kids don't like fursuits more. I think this was a Toonie fursuit. I'm pretty sure this was a Toonie fursuit. I don't remember exactly though. But in any case, I found out about it because Beta was talking about it on his Twitter. So I left I left a reply to him. I'm like, dude, just don't give them attention. They don't deserve it. He made a whole video about it. Which like yeah okay. I mean he's a content creator, so whatever. I can't fault him for that. I do I do my own crap all the time, so I can't really fault him for it. I choose topic to something more positive. It's something worth talking about. It's fine. If you want to talk about something else, that's cool too. I just thought it was something worth bringing up. Maybe we should wear see she's wearing one of those inflatable life vests. You would like that, wouldn't you, Ash? You would like that. Ah, little malfunction there. Chase.exe has stopped working. It was like a but it is kind of nice having like the hang on a second. Bacon, I used to be scared of mascots as a child because to me they were these giant animated, colorful creatures. That's why people are scared of clowns. Yeah, that's totally fair too. That is a fair assessment. That is definitely a fair assessment. It's like yeah, it's like kids. But the whole point is just like kids will be scared of whatever. But trying to change the topic though, or it's like, I'm. It's kind of cool, like having like having the fursuit, for like especially around this time. Like I've had enough instances where like I would go to like a little Halloween party, like the like apartment complex, whatever apartment complex I'm at the time usually likes to hold a Halloween party for everybody. And it's like I'll go dressed up in the fursuit, and I'll even tell them like beforehand, hey, I'm gonna come and my I'm gonna come in my big box costume because like I don't know, I doubt the people in the front office know what a fursuit is. But I go in and I tell them that I'm coming by, and it's always a big hit. Folks love it. Just like all the parents want their kids to get a picture with the big costumed animal and the big person in the animal costume and all sorts of things like that. It's a lot of fun. I have some pretty sweet moments too. Like I'm sure I've told you all like the story where I was like the little kid at the one party who was just kind of like really scared of me, wouldn't walk up to me. Just like as much as I would try to just like I'd be like wave at them like really shyly and like try and beckon them over, just like say hi and things like that. But they wouldn't come over. They clung to their mom's side. So what I did was I kneeled down. I kneeled down on the ground and held out my hand. I held it as completely still as possible. And then and this little girl, she was like one or two or something. She was really young, but she would run over to me. I guess more like two, right? She'd run over to me when I was like standing still with my paw out like that. She would come out. She would brush the little like rubber pads on my the rubber paw pads on my hand, and she would run back to her mom with a big smile on her face. It was just like it was just like the most freaking adorable thing ever. I got all sorts of fun fursuit stories like that. It's just a fun story. But I swear I've got more like wholesome fun moments like that than I do of like kids being scared of me. I'm gonna have to move this over a little bit more. I get questions all the time from people at the at local firm meets where they're just kind of like asking me, "How do you do it?" It's like I want all the kids to come to me, and I want all the kids to be like I want to interact with people all the time and be awesome like you. It's like, well, they didn't say that, but so. But I get a lot of that from folks locally, and it's just kind of like I try to like I try to tell them it's just kind of like you just gotta be your character and just be approachable. I don't know. I try my best to describe it, and I'm not. Sometimes I'm not the best at describing things. English language is hard, but I try to just kind of like act like a big goofy animal character, and it's just kind of like they kids like it. Maybe make that arm a little bit shorter here. I guess maybe it helps too. Like whenever I'm shooting, it's usually as a silent shooter. I guess it's kind of rare. Most people speak while they're in suit. And so I especially am pretty strict about being staying in character, especially like around in the public. For shooting in public. There's a whole you go to a convention, there's usually a whole thing about that, about first shooting in public. There's a whole panel about it. But I try my best to just kind of like be to just stick to my character, and it works a lot. It works a lot of the time. I sent an email to a Kingpin Bowling asking about fursuiting there. In the email, I said people in cute animal costumes and sent a picture of a fursuit. Person on the other side knew what furries were and what fursuits were. Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe there was another group that did that before. Fursuit bowling is really fun, but it's really hard. You're not if you don't know how to if you're not very good at bowling, Jake, then it's fursuit bowling is going to be very difficult. But it's a heck of a lot of fun to try. I'm not a very good bowler myself. Usually, like triple digits is a good day for me as a bowler. But if I'm bowling in fursuit, I only bowled in fursuit once, and I think my high score was like 46. It is hard. It is really hard. Mermaid chases here? No, I'm not doing a mermaid. I'm just doing this is kind of pose where I'm leaning over. I'm doing a leaning over pose here. I didn't get down on my knees when kids are around, say hi to them, give them high fives. Oh yeah, this like getting down to your knees is a really good way to like you become like eye level with the kids, and it makes it a lot easier to interact with them. Like that's a really big known thing. You're doing a good job with that, Jake. Offer to give them high fives, offer to give them fist bumps, offer to let them, pet your hand or your arm or whatever. If you're wearing a full suit, like little kids eat that stuff up. The meet didn't end up happening, sadly. That's that'll you can't always have it happen. Can't always happen. I'm just trying to do a pose where he's like leaning over like quite a bit because I need him to lean over quite a bit to get what I'm doing here to work. He's gonna be leaning against something. Sad sheep? Why sad? About sad about the Jake's meet not happening. Ah, okay. Alright, now we've got like the difficult job of trying to figure out how this hand pose is gonna look. Hands are hard. Thank you for the pets, Rab. That's a plush. Ba, 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 ba. Hands are hard. Hands are hard to do. I love this remix. Hands are weird. We all know this, yes. Ah, okay. My phone's buzzing at me. I gotta do a thing real quick. Hands are the hardest part. Well, I guess if you're gonna draw like feet too, feet are hard too. That's part of why animal characters are easier because paws are easier to draw than hands and feet. I guess animal characters have a lot more contrast to them too. That's a big thing. All right. The next job is figure out what the heck I'm doing with the legs here. Because am I gonna do this and then am I gonna do like this and then cross over this one like that? That's probably what I should do. Yeah, it's not too relevant to the costume. I don't think it's all that relevant. But it's just I'm just doing the pose because it's a different kind of pose that I want to try here. When I start doing the props and everything, it'll make a lot more sense. I probably don't need to make it that tall, honestly. Yeah, that's way taller than it needs to be. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 da, ba. Ba, 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 da, ba. Ba, ba, da, 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 ba, da, ba. Oh. Hula Ghost? That's a new one. No, it's not a Hula Ghost. Not Hula or a Ghost, I guess. I'm gonna do this on a different layer here so that I can kind of keep track of everything that's going on. Especially so that I can mess with this a little bit more. Ba, 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 ba. I probably want to stand this up probably straighter. Ba, ba, ba. Maybe around right here. And then just kind of fix up the lines. Okay, now I gotta find a reference for the one. Well, I guess I could do the, I can do the, what am I thinking? I can do the, I can do the tail first, and then I can do the props. You tend to do curvy thighs. Yeah, I do. Because, like, animals tend to have, like thick thighs. Especially if they're, dizzy grade. And like, I'm kind of like used to like it just kind of like being very like the legs being a lot more muscular and fluffy. So I tend to do it that way. It just feels like it's a it feels like it lends more to the like the more animal like qualities of the character. It's just a big ball of fluff after all. Like look at any animal's legs. It's just like in any digitally rated animal. It just looks like a ball of fluff. Okay. This might give it away. This part here might give it away. If you've seen any of my streams before, then you might figure it out by this. A certain stream, I guess. A certain type of stream. I really like this shape you've chosen with your fox. I'm not sure how to put it any other way. What else to say without being awkward? It's all good. Ash, I get it. And thank you. I think it's a nice shape. What is this song called again? I keep forgetting the name of the song. Those who fight for us, or those whom we must protect. Okay, those whom we must protect. How long is the neck on this? I'm definitely gonna have to change the shape a little bit. Bet Vexy would remember the name of that song. Oh yeah, she probably would. She's a big Final Fantasy fan. And then yeah, it kind of goes from like I'll have to change. I guess I gotta change that. Yeah, but it's definitely an ukulele. All right, this needs to be changed a little bit. I guess I gotta move things around. The thing that might give it away more is the object that he's gonna hold in his higher hand. But you might get it. You might get it by what I have here now. This is hard to draw too. I'm just realizing this is hard to draw. Also a funny song. I have to redraw this part. I was about to say it probably ends right here. And then we hit the temporal tower. Alright, and I will have to mess with this. So it looks like he's leaning against it. So I'll take this arm and I'll move it. Rotate it outward. I'll take the ukulele and I'll maybe just rotate it inward. It probably should be like this. So move the hand up a little bit more. Ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Next prop. Make sure I'm doing this right too. I should do it. I should do it over the part of the face that matters, so that I get the sides right. Bum, bum. Cool glasses? Nope, still no clue. Why use the ukulele as a kickstand? Because it's just a prop. It doesn't play. It doesn't play actual music. All right. What if the ukulele was Corbier? Oh my gosh. Why? What do you want to know about it? What do you want to know about it there, Ash?
Ash Nakano says, what if the ukulele was Corvier?
Oh my gosh.
Ash Nakano, now that's an interesting thought. Imagine a ukulele that plays plink plink flop every time Chase tries to sing. It'd be like Corvier had a playful personality of its own, probably demanding snacks between songs. Maybe
Oh yes,
it could
snacks.
even join in on our forest adventure, serenading us while we dodge ghosts. Just be careful not to let it fall into Chase's hands. Who knows what kind of silly tunes we'd end up with.
Thanks, Pixie. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Pixie, why? Pixie, why? Yeah, so my Halloween costume this year is gonna be Super Chase. Totally original, I know, right? Definitely the most original costume I've ever come up with. Don't at me. And it just kind of comes down like this, I guess. Ba-da-ba-ba. Actually, this is probably the front kind of drop down a little bit more. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da. And then I gotta add the chest fluff up here somehow. What are your personas Halloween costumes this year? That's a good question there, Stuff. I'm doing. I've asked what everybody's Halloween costumes were in the past. I haven't asked what everybody's Halloween costumes are right now. There we go. Ba-da-da. Okay. I can just gonna make this bigger. How much time do I got left? I can probably ink this. I do have to figure out. Like, I think I might need to move the arm or something, or shorten the arm. I don't know. It seems like the arm is too long or something, because it's not quite. Uh, arm length is right. We have to shrink it back down. And then gotta rotate the hand so that it still aligns properly here. And move the ukulele. So there's a little bit more, it looks a little bit more even. I'm trying to get it to look a little bit more even. Oh, and Simba's a deer. Okay. Oliver's going as it should be in the show. Oh yeah, I saw that from the from before. Malele was going to be just a wizard. She got into it a little too much. Oh jeez. She's going to be a fox wizard. And Simba's a deer. Your avatars' head movements remind me of those stop motion Christmas specials. Really interesting. For pillow, you probably wear a snuggly teddy bear Kiko. Oh, well, that sounds nice. Chad, come on. Who else has an idea for their Halloween costume this year? But if you're gonna dress up your Sona in a Halloween costume, what are you gonna do? Open for hugs? Oh, I'm sure. Pillow is always open for hugs. I feel like. Oh, I haven't saved this at all. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Yeah, I'm just, but also, I kind of wanted to do the funny pose because I still want to practice the dynamic poses, and this is a pretty dynamic pose. I guess it's not really an action; it's more of a static pose, but it's like more of a like it shows a little bit more personality because of like the curve and like holding the glasses out and leaning against the ukulele and everything. It is kind of a static pose because there's no action involved. He's just leaning against the ukulele. Oh, I know. I definitely know what I should do. Hey, Bexy, what are you gonna be for Halloween this year? Oh, okay.
Halloween this year? Well, I could go as a classic ghost, but that might be too obvious with all these spooky vibes. Or maybe I could dress up as Cloud Strife, complete with a giant buster sword. Sure, I'd need a life-size chase to carry it around. What about you? A bright orange fox ninja? Just be careful dodging candy-crazed spooks and keep those nibbles at bay.
I think Bright Orange Ninja, that job has been taken. Ash, that's what you did. That's what you would do. You've already done that. Okay. That's a very specific costume. I would go as Cloud Strife, says the Final Fantasy fan. I'm gonna say that to her. Hey, Vixie. I would go as Cloud Stripe, says the Final Fantasy fangirl. What do you think about that? I'm sure you have something witty to say.
Ooh, a fellow Cloud fan? Now we're talking. Just make sure you practice that iconic hairstyle. It's a whole day's work to get that spiky perfection.
I didn't mean me.
Pull it off. The Scene Stealer title is all yours.
Oh,
But
okay.
remember, if Chase tries to show up dressed as Sephiroth, we'll have to make sure he doesn't get any bright ideas about sword fights. Can't wait to see your take on Cloud.
I think I know. Okay, because of the way I said it, I think she thought it was somebody else talking about it. But she doesn't think that was me asking her. I think she I don't think that she thought that was me making fun of her. I think she actually thought that there was somebody called Final Fantasy Fangirl that that was talking to her. If she shows up at Sephiroth, we'll have to make sure he doesn't get any bright ideas about sword fights. Sephiroth, dun 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 Sephiroth. Hey, Car9, how's it going? What are you sniffing for? Who are you sniffing? Right, I'm gonna start inking this. I'm gonna have much more time tonight, but I'll start inking it. I bet you can finish inking. Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. The eating does tend to go pretty quick, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. Eating is basically just figuring out what lines you want to draw and tracing them. Sketching is the hard part. Sketching is this. I've always found sketching to be the hard part because sketching is where you've got to mold everything in just the right way. That's where you've got to decide. Oh, hey, this is where I'm putting this. This is where that's gonna go. Like this right here. I don't know. Like, what was I gonna do with this? Like, I guess I gonna do like more of a. I guess I gotta do more of a. I gotta do another line there for the. Another line like this, I guess, for the collar. Something like that, I guess. You always got to be willing to try new poses and everything, chat. I mean, when you're starting out, it's just good to get the basics down. Learn how to build a face, learn how to build a body, learn how to draw hands. That is the hard part. Trust me. And then you can start thinking about, okay, how do I do a dynamic pose? How do I do perspective? How do I do different expressions? Those kind of things. That's my advice if anybody is just starting to draw. Chase is going as himself. Yeah, well, no, I mean, the Super Chase is different for me. Super Chase and I are different entities. In other words, hush stuff. Rude. Hushing. Thank you, stuff. Oh my goodness. You're too much, Fox fam. You're too much. I'll probably go a little higher on this. Ba, 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 ba. I know, but it's just like I don't know if I say it enough, but you all are awesome. Can we get some chase tail wags in the chat? You all deserve some chase tail wags. You're a wholesome bunch. You keep me on my toes, and um, just happy to have you all around. I can't like. Oh my gosh, I can't express it in words, chat. Just like how fun it is to have you all around when I'm doing my crazy shenanigans. I usually do chase tail wags for like, oh, this is a wholesome moment. We gotta give everybody acknowledgement for the nice wholesome moment. Yeah, you all are awesome. That's good, Dash. Oh, thank you, Rab. I think that's fine like that. I don't know. Oh wait, it's not gonna go down all the way because this line comes out here like this. I gotta see too if anybody got back to me about the big collab that I have planned. I hope you all plan on tuning in on the 19th. I got the big Jackbox collab planned for then. I was planning to try and do one during the VTuber SummerSlam, but that didn't pan out. So I'm gonna go and do it this way. I'm gonna do it now. It makes a lot of sense because I could play like I could play you do like a special Quiplash episode and just mess around with that. You do the obvious one is you could play a trivia murder party. Trivia murder party would be fun. Jackbox? Yeah, I'm doing a big Jackbox collab on the 19th. So I'm pulling in a bunch of my content creator friends to just play Jackbox and just have a spooky fun time. Just maybe be a little unhinged. I feel like some of the people I'm inviting and hopefully show up. This might be a little like this might be a crazy stream. It might be a little bit of an unhinged stream. We'll see what happens. Done with the errands? Hey, that's good. Welcome back. Welcome back there, Marcus. Yeah, probably. Well, Marcus is going to be there. Is going to be unhinged. I'll be there to play Peacekeeper. Yeah, I know you stuff. I know you. Just don't throw Pokeballs at me. I can't take enough. I can't take that. I'm not going to be able to take that all night. And I know you're going to be checking those all over the place. I'll be there to cause the ship to go straight down. I can count on you for that, Marcus. Ow! 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 What did I do? Why is everybody throwing Pokeballs at me all of a sudden? Just because I'm a robot doesn't mean I can't feel sad about being pelted with Pokeballs, chat. I was programmed with emotions after all. Sad face. See, even my eyes turn deep blue because I've been singing the blues. But who can be sad with this theme? Maya's theme is so great. And bots are not great. I'm overtime. I'm not gonna be able to finish this. I should go. I think I'm gonna stop when this song is over. Oh wow, that line kind of went pretty far over there. Phoenix right and Miles head first for Smash. Oh my gosh. I don't know about that one, Bacon. Where am I at as far as? Not too bad. I still got some inking left to go, but I think this is a pretty good place to stop. It would be good as this trophies, yeah, for sure. Alright, I want to stop the music here. Music stop. Okay. Chat, that's gonna do it for me for tonight. I'm gonna get out of the makeshift studio here with the beach that is definitely not the beach, my beach. And I'm gonna venture back out into the forest here, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to get out of here. Hopefully, I can figure that out sometime soon. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me for tonight. That's a plush. Let me see what else. Succumb? I'm not succumbing to the forest. Succumbing is bad for my health, and I'm a robot. You have a GPS or something inside you? Oh, no. Um, you found the secret room with the piano key triggering a hidden passage too. Da 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 da. All right, folks. For the rest of the week, I don't know if you've seen the schedule, but here's what I've got. Wednesday, I'm gonna be continuing this Doodle. We can finish the Chase's Halloween costume for the year Doodle. That'll be the first thing. If I have time on Wednesday, I'll do some commission work as well. Which I have a feeling, because I'm already inking this, I'll probably be doing commission work on top of finishing this on Wednesday. Thursday, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I got a couple of things that might be happening, so we'll figure that out, see if that happens on Thursday. Friday is Saturday night. Join me for Saturday night. Doing a fun thing where it's like, everybody's gonna be dressing. All of my characters are gonna be dressed in their Halloween costumes this year, but everybody's body swapped. So you got to figure out who's in which body based on their costume choice and their certain minor context clues that you're gonna have to be able to pick up on if you can figure it out. So I think it'll be a fun little puzzle if you can figure it out over the course of the month. That's what I got planned for the. That's what I have planned for the rest of the week here. If you want to see what I have planned for the remainder of the month, you can always check the schedule on my Twitch page. That'll always be there. And let's go on a raid. Who are we gonna raid tonight? Who is our raid target? Let's figure this out. Let's drop in on. I'm looking through. Maybe we drop in on Mercy Catfish. I haven't dropped in on them lately. It's been a long time since I dropped in on Mercy Catfish, actually. So why don't we give them a big hi, a big hello? They're playing Mario Galaxy too, which I'll be playing Mario Galaxy, the first Mario Galaxy myself. Again, I think next week I have it planned, but we're gonna be coming up to the ghost levels on that one, so I think that'll be a fun little addition here. But I'm also gonna throw in the raid message here, chat. Hopefully everything works. Okay. Chat, go ahead and grab the raid message. Copy that. We'll paste it into Marcy's chat when we get in there. I do hope you're enjoying the aesthetic too, with the all the spooky month things that I'm doing here. I think I think it's pretty cool. I think it's fun. I like doing these things. Anyway, but yeah, roll those beautiful end credits. Gotta roll those beautiful end credits at the end of the stream. But yeah, that's all I got for tonight, chat. I'm gonna head out here. I'm gonna take care of myself, and I'm gonna figure out how to get out of the spooky forest, or at least try to get out of the spooky forest. But in any case, I hope you had fun. So that's gonna be it for me tonight. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your evening, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care, everyone.